Hey guys, it's Izzy here, and today we are going to be doing my first book haul of 2020. I don't know if you can see the stack right here. I'm going to find out once I finish this clip. But I did want to apologize for my makeup because I am seeing Kiss in 2 weeks, so I've been trying to do the Spaceman lips, which they're like pointed because it's like how aliens are. I messed up really bad, and so I was just like, I'm just going to go overline my lips then, and I feel like it looks like a tire or something on my face, but it's okay. I don't really care. Big lips are a thing. They're like trendy. Kylie Jenner. I'm going to be showing you all the books that I bought in January. Now, not all these I bought. Some were gifts. One I got for free somehow, and then some I got with a gift card that I got for Christmas. But I'm going to show y'all what I got. Their debut album, I think it's one of the best-selling albums of all time. We're going to start with my most recent purchase, going down to the first purchase of the month. So our most recent is A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens, because I am going to start this on Thursday, and these the versions that I read are these cloth bound editions, and those are really hard to like read, I guess. I just had these really for decorative purposes, so I get these little, like, this was literally like $3 on Amazon, really cheap, so I can follow along in here. Not follow along because I'm going to be reading because it's short. But then our next one is the book that I somehow got for free. I ended my LitJoy subscription a few months back because I just wanted to end it. There's nothing wrong with them. They are one of my favorites, but I already have book of the month and I didn't want to have multiple subscriptions going on at once. I randomly get an email saying that I have a shipment coming soon. So I go and see what they charged me, and it was literally $0.00. So I got this for free, and I got the whole box. So skip ahead like 10 seconds if you don't want spoilers. So this is Woven in Moonlight, a novel by Isabel Ibanez, and this is Seize the Night is our little other thing. So it's a fantasy novel. I think it's based on Bolivian mythology, or it's set in Bolivia. I'm not positive, but it has a really cute cover. So then our next one I got at Target just because I thought this sounded cool. So this is The Edge of Lost by Christian McMorris, and 20% off. So I saw that it takes place on a cold night in October 1937. Not that many books take place in 1937. You'll see books taking place in the 20s because the Roaring 20s, or in the 40s because World War II. So the 30s, that was like, I wonder what it's about. And then it has 2 decades earlier, we have a young boy living in Dublin. And then this story takes us from Ireland to New York to San Francisco. As you can see, Alcatraz is right there. So we are going between these 3 cities, 2 different timelines. I really love when stories have multiple timelines, because usually with this, I think it's going to be a familiar, like, family story kind of, that these 2 people are related. I just love generational tales and stuff like that, and I feel like this book could be something like that, and that is why I picked it up. So our next book is, once again, a historical fiction novel that I got over on Amazon. I am keeping track this year of all the books that I am buying, and I will do a video at the end of the year about that. So this is The Wicked City by Beatrice Williams, and this is set in the 1920s and 1924 in New York City. I'm really liking the New York City setting right now, probably because of Kiss. It's in Soho, Greenwich Village. Yeah, so I accidentally bought the second book first, and that second book will come up in this haul, so I had to go back and buy this one. So then we have my book of the month picks. We have The Sundown Motel by Simone St. James. Now this one takes place in upstate New York in 1982, and then upstate New York in 2017. So I think the main character's aunt got murdered at this hotel, so maybe that is the 1982 storyline, is the aunt, and then the 2017, I think it has to do with ghosts, which I'm fine reading about paranormal stuff, but watching or hearing about scares me more. So I hope I'm going to be okay reading this. I've just heard that it has some paranormal elements, and I didn't know that when I picked it, so I am kind of nervous about that. And our next book of the month is Dear Edward by Anne Napoleano. So this is about a flight that is going from, I think, Newark, Newark, heading to LAX. It crashes, and Edward is the lone survivor of the plane. His whole family dies, I think, and this is just how he is dealing with that. Survivor's guilt and all that. So that's obviously gonna be tough. I think it's gonna be a tough read. So our next two books are from my friend Doll. Thank you very much. She got me these for Christmas, and I am super excited about them. Y'all know I love rock and roll memoirs. So our first one is Face the Music, A Life Exposed by Paul Stanley. This is quite the thick book. What Paul has, he has a lot to say, but this is his first book. I have his second book and I have it signed, so that was like a big deal for me. That happened during Vlogmas, so I get to see Paul Stanley in 2 weeks, and I'm super excited for that. So this is basically this tell-all life story kind of thing. And then our next one is Me by Elton John. Once again, same thing. It's like his memoir, whatever, his rock and roll, but the inside is so cool. Like, it's a green ombre going to orange, so I really like that. And it's Elton John, he's so cool. Like, who doesn't love Elton John? So then my next two are my Amazon picks for the month, and the first one is Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. So I think this is in Vermont. Yeah, it's a very preppy school in Vermont. There was a murder there. I think it was a murder in like the 1920s, and we have somebody who is a student there who wants to go into the criminal investigation field, and she wants to find out about this crime that took place at her school so many years ago and just bringing it back to life. I don't know if we have maybe two timelines of the, it was in 1936, my apologies. So I don't know if we are following the timelines that were in the 30s and then modern day, or we're just following one in modern day and we're investigating this crime that took place in 1936. This is a YA thriller, so that's kind of interesting. So our next one is a graphic novel, a very small graphic novel, and that is Solo, a Star Wars story graphic novel adaptation. So I did really enjoy the Solo movie. It is in my top 3 favorite Star Wars movies. Maybe I should do a video on that, ranking the Star Wars movies. If you guys would like me to do that, give me a thumbs up on this video and tell me down below in the comments. This follows the life of Han Solo before the original trilogy. So our next book is one that I am super excited about, and I actually have a personalized signed edition, and that is Sealed with a Kiss by Lydia Criss. So she was married to Peter Criss in the 1970s. He is the original drummer for the band Kiss. And so here is what she signed. So to Elizabeth, love and kisses, and Beth wishes, Lydia Criss. So this has some really cool pictures and just her insight of being around Kiss when they were at the height of their popularity. And I am just super excited, and it was just so nice that she does personalized signings and all. So I cannot wait to get in that. So then we had the 2 books that I got with my gift card. There's actually 3, but 2 novels. So our first one is The Wicked Redhead, which is the second book in the Wicked City novel. So this is just following the jazz age and all in New York, but we start in Cocoa Beach. But what drew me in is we just go all up and down the East Coast. I live on the East Coast. I've been to practically every state on the East Coast except the top 3, New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine. I've been everywhere where this book takes place practically, but we were going between 1924 and 1998, and as I said earlier, I love books that have multiple timelines. So our next one is kind of a little, like the other Boleyn girl, but it's the other Windsor girl, and this is by Georgie Blalock. I may be saying that wrong, but this is a novel of Princess Margaret, the Royal Rebel. So Princess Margaret, if you've seen The Crown, she's on there, but she's Queen Elizabeth's sister. She passed away in, I think, 2002. In the early 2000s, I don't remember exactly what year, but this follows her, and she like partied with a Mick Jagger, met the Beatles and all that, and I'm like, goals. So our last book, I had a gift card and I got it 50% off, so I got this for like $25, and this is the fashion, the definitive visual guide by the Smithsonian, and this follows every generation reinvents fashion. This is fashion for every generation. We start at the ancient times, going from like the Greeks to modern day, to our runway shows that we have today at like New York Fashion Week, London Fashion Week, those kind of things. so it does follow in male and female fashion, so I like that it follows both. And I love this cover. I mean, obviously this is like a coffee table book, but it's just, I love fashion. Here we have the 1811 to 1820. Like, see, we just have a bunch of different stuff in here. Biba, then like modern day, hats through the years, a glossary. So very cool book. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, comment, rate, and subscribe, and I will see you guys on Thursday with an ASMR video. Bye!